This is why you don't want to help everybody as an energy healer and a spiritual coach, okay? Because we are all at different consciousness levels, and sometimes we are reaching too far back, and it is bringing your frequency down, okay? And it's preventing you from your own growth and evolution. So I was going to make this video about following your happiness and your joy and your bliss, and that is how you reconfigure your reality around you. And when you become your soul mission instead of looking for a soul mission, that's what gets you there. And then this voice came up in my head, and it was like, well, what about the people that are going to say, oh, so if I just follow my happiness, I can quit my 9 to 5? Because I've had comments like that in the past on some of my videos. And the identity that I'm sitting in now is like, okay, that was this in the past. Like, I was in busted down 9 to 5s, 12-hour shifts, things that I really did not enjoy doing, and I was very unhappy. And I would hear people say those things, and I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't just up and quit my job. That's because that's not the answer, okay? The answer is we have to work on our self-concepts and our identity and our worthiness and our mindset, and do all of those shadow work things in order to become the person that can leave the 9 to 5 or the 12-hour shifts and go towards your happiness and passions and get paid for it. I don't have a boss now. I don't answer to nobody. I answer to myself. Okay? I do whatever I want to do now. Like, do I still have responsibilities? Sure. But I don't really see them as like responsibilities because it's things that I love doing, right? But I wouldn't have been able to conceive that in that old consciousness level. So if I'm going to try and tailor make my content to everyone, then it's not going to resonate with anyone, because there's multi levels of consciousness awareness going on here. But sometimes as empaths and lightworkers, healers, we feel guilty because we're like, oh, well, who are going to help the people who are just now, waking up? And if that's what you want to do, I love that for you. Okay, everybody has their own thing. But you got to really ask yourself, am I breaking it so far down, which takes a lot of energy? It takes so much energy, because you got to think, how many consciousness jumps have you had to have to get to where you're at right now? And if you're having to over explain, you're outputting so much energy. This is circling back to what I was saying at the beginning of finding your joy and your bliss and your happiness. Make the content you want to make. Don't tailor fit it to everyone, okay? Because again, it's not helping anyone in that space. We need to be helping people that are closer to we are at, because when you're talking to them, it's easy peasy, because like they already understand these concepts. They just need you to give them like a different perceptual awareness or a different type of understanding. It's not like you're having to over explain processes. Okay? And they're already super motivated. They already have these things in place, the foundational keys, right? And so I have come across some people that are trying to put workshops and master classes and mentorship programs and all these things, and they're like, I need to make it as easily understandable so everybody can conceptualize it. And I'm like, why? You would probably rather work with somebody who's more of an equal energy exchange, because you're on the same consciousness level, than outputting all of this energy, right? And so I wanted to share this in case it helps with the things that you're building or the content that you're putting together. Ask yourself, what is it that my soul wants to share with the world? And whoever is in alignment with that, and it makes me feel good when I'm doing it, great. If this is you right now and you're like, oh, maybe I do need to do a readjustment, realignment, I can help you with that. If we need to figure out what our messaging is, who is that going out to? What type of clients are we trying to pull in here that would make you a lot happier and them a lot happier? You can go to my profile and click, or check the description box here below for all the different ways that we can work together. And I hope you have a super sparkly, magical fairy day.